Hello, everyone. I am kind of here. Sorry, I'm running late. I'm not even going to be starting for another 10 minutes yet. Go grab a cup of coffee if you want to. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Court of the Rings here on twitch.tv/LotroStream, youtube.com/Lord of the Rings /live, and facebook.com/Lotro. I'm Lotro's community manager who is very tired. Cordova.
You had a long day yesterday,
I
Jerry.
did. For those who don't know, yesterday was our other game. Oh, here we go. Two-factor authentication. Yesterday was Dungeons and Dragons Online's 13th anniversary, and I did a 12-hour live stream over on the other Twitch channel. So I streamed on Wednesday night for several hours in the evening, and then streamed for 12 hours yesterday until midnight. And then got home around 2 in the morning, went straight to bed, got up, and now I'm here, and I'm right back sitting at the XSplit. So there you go. How's it going?
Unlike some of us who are always up at 2 in the morning anyway and still manage to be here on time, Jerry.
I need my
beauty sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, your fangirls would be most distressed if you rolled into the office looking like you'd gotten run over by a car.
Oh my gosh. Well, I look like I've gotten run over by a car, but that's okay. How's it going, everybody? We are having a good time, though, on Lotro as well. What's going on? I don't even know what day it is at this point. You're going to have to give me just a few minutes to kind of get settled in and all the stream channels set up and all that sort of thing. So I would be curious to hear.
I can talk to them.
Yeah, well, why? You got something to promote? Also, hello, Druid's Fire. This is Druid's Fire, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, chat. Because I was about to steal your show, so I was kind of preparing all the fun stuff. The new beacon is out. The 100th Lotro beacon came out yesterday. Thanks to all of you who was still in the office doing the things yesterday while you were doing the other thing.
Yep. That's cool. Yeah, I know we've got a VIP event boost going on this weekend as well, so that's pretty cool if you are a VIP player.
100% bonus XP for crafting, monster kills, questing.
Oh, wow. Is it really? I guess I haven't paid attention to that. 100%, huh?
Yeah, basically it's double XP for 100% experience gain on monster kills, crafting, quest completions, legendary item, and mounted combat XP. Earned crafting experience is increased by 25% and 25% mark acquisition. We also have sales this week. Get there and back again. 20% off now until March 7th of milestone skills, the Hurry Traveler and Returning Traveler plus Expedient Traveler. Advanced riding traits, get the Journeyman riding trait. It is the Bomb Diggity, Rally Horns. The weekly coupon gets you the
one I have that keeps me going basically slightly faster than a lot of other people in my group. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's basically makes
jealous.
all of your mounts. Yeah, 75% mount speeds. And the weekly coupon gets you a Tome of Defense for 90 minutes. The coupon of Defense Tome now through the 7th. But the VIP thing is only till the 3rd.
All right. By the way, if I know that we did have some Lotro representation in the DDO stream chat, because there is crossover between the two games. So any of you folks in chat here today that were a part of that, I do want to thank you for your participation. I thought it was a pretty good time last night. And I also know I've got some kind of issue here with my chroma key, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, so I actually...
the fragrance thing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Do you have a pretty good sense of what all's going on there? If so, I'm going to let you take over.
Yeah. The basic concept is Agent Brinkman wants to bring some of her students to PAX East, or to the Boston area for PAX East weekend. I think they might be doing something with you guys. I don't know the details.
Yeah, they'll be stopping by. As an official school function, they'll be stopping by the office for a quick tour on that. So that's something we're actually coordinating with the educational institution itself.
Right. And what she's doing is a fundraiser because, as you all know, educators don't have money growing from trees in the front yards. So she's trying to raise the funds so that she can actually make that happen. So that'll be on her channel, I believe, twitch.tv/Agent Brigman. It'll be like from noon till midnight tomorrow or something, like a long marathon stream. So definitely stop by, and it's for other kids related to our show. And so now we have questions in chat for you.
Yep, if you'll give me just a quick second to, like I said, I'm kind of still calling up some chat windows and things like that, so I'm going to have to give you just a couple of minutes to really get ready today. This is normally what I would do about 10 minutes before the show starts, except that I was just driving in because, like I said, it's been a crazy couple of days. Do we have...
Jerry doesn't speed.
Yeah.
I've ridden with you. You don't speed.
I don't speed, that's true. I am a very safe driver. Do we have an ETA for 64-bit client testing, like early or late March? Stay tuned. We'll have a lot more information once we kind of go through a formal, like, this person is signed off, this person is signed off, you know, to actually bring this thing to a state of testing. I don't know if that date is accurate or not, the date you put in your question. It sounds like somewhere maybe almost in the ballpark-ish, depending. We'll know a lot more in the next couple of weeks, I think.
And speaking of other things coming up, I didn't get official permission to not tease it. But Professor Corey is planning some shenanigans with our reclusive lore master Chris Pearson and Mike Drought. Some kind of streaming shenanigans. Don't know exactly the time or date, but it's sometime the next couple of weeks. I don't know yet if he's coming down there to visit you guys or if it's going to be like we did with Pinion last week on his show, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm going to lock down the date and time, perhaps even today, this afternoon, kind of after I get done with all this stuff here today. But yeah, something
Corey's
like
on
that.
vacation, so he probably won't answer you.
Okay, well, we'll sort it out. So.
That's why I'm doing a show today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. When will I start playing? I'm actually running late, so I've got to get a updated internal game client, and so it's for whatever reason everything's running slow. Hopefully it'll clear up here in a minute, but it's running slow.
So what happened, I guess, is that the lag that you caused to the other game servers has now come back up the pipeline and infected the studio. That's how it's working, right? Right?
No, I don't know what's going on. Actually, you know what? I do know what's going on, probably. And this is something I should announce that I am going to be announcing actually today, which is why I'm straight in the office after this. We have got a big downtime next Wednesday. This is going to be for all of our games, and so the DDO folks are going to get this same info in a little bit later here. We're basically doing a day-long downtime, and that'll be next Wednesday from like 2 a.m. to midnight. Hopefully we can get up a little bit earlier than that. But that is the time frame we're announcing. What we're actually doing, it sounds maybe, well, I mean, this is a big deal because it's a 24-hour downtime, or 12-hour downtime. Actually, 22-hour downtime. We are moving our data center. Physically, hardware, cables, plugs, all that sort of thing. We're staying in the same basic area. I think we're just going to a different level with a different provider or something kind of thing. I don't even know. It's techie. Nonetheless, we're basically doing a data center hardware move, and that requires a real big, long in the works effort on the part of our network operations people. And so they are basically going to be down at our data center all day long doing that move. And then we're going to set up the process and re-authenticate and make sure everything is all kosher and then reopen. But that's why there's going to be a big, long downtime next Wednesday.
I mean, the obvious question is that going to have any sort of improved performance of the servers on either side?
I am hesitant to make a statement in that regard at this time. That is the hope. That is the plan. But I would not want to make any kind of statement. Let's just kind of see what it actually is like here in the coming days and weeks and see. But it could. I know it's not a lot of notice. So there was actually kind of some various contract-related work that has been kind of back and forth and challenging to lock down. And so it just finally happened, and we have a need based on time or whatever, scheduling and such, that it has to be next Wednesday. So although, yes, you're right, about 22-hour downtime, we're giving you like, what, only 4 days notice or so. But nonetheless, that's the reality of it. That's what we have to do. So, all right, and I am going to actually get formal messaging out this afternoon after I'm done with the live stream and after I probably eat a bagel. Odin on YouTube wants me to elaborate on the scope of changes for Captain. I can't really do that. I think that that's a better function of the systems team, and you'll read more about that as it prepares to get to Bull Roar. I don't think you're saying one of the things you're concerned about is that you may have to, quote, relearn the class. I would suspect that that's not going to be the case for this revamp. That it's not that drastic, but, you know. Cream cheese with bagel? No, I actually eat my bagels plain.
You heathen. What is wrong with you, Jerry?
What can I say? Well, I eat bread without butter too. I'm a weirdo, so.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I don't know this person. Who is this guy?
I'm looking up something. What am I looking up? I'm looking up something in Twitch chat that just came up. Or no, Facebook chat. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to call up the producer's letter to actually see what exactly we said in it. So yes, I guess it's been 1 week, right? Since we published the producer's letter. So hopefully you guys and gals have had a chance to take a look at it and all that sort of thing. We did say, yeah, a client in beta as early as March for 64-bit clients. So that's, like I said, that time frame is a possibility. And what do we have? What did we say? Oh, did we put out a video or something on Moria? We actually said Moria in March, didn't we? Yeah.
Yep, Moria in March,
Yep.
but you didn't say when.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
There's a going theory based on the end of the skirmish event on the regular servers, but I mean that's just a theory from the community.
What?
Yeah, we actually think about things that you guys say and timings of events and such.
Yeah, well, we'll have a lot more about that in the near future for Moria. But yeah, that's coming up. Actually, geez, today's March 1st, isn't it? So that's
it is White Rabbit.
Yeah, coming up.
It's also St. David's Day for the Welsh in the crowd, so there you go.
White Rabbit?
Yeah, it's a thing. You say it on the first day of every month. I honestly don't remember the reference. I don't believe it's necessarily tied to the Jefferson Starship song. It could be Jefferson Airship song. Airship, airplane, whatever.
Interesting.
And now I just earwormed myself. Good job, me.
I have no idea. You've pretty much lost me, but that's okay. That's okay. I think my brain is just spinning a little more slowly today.
Yeah. When you're normally not around at 2 a.m. and you're just getting home from work, yeah.
By the way, you Lotro folks, the DDO people learned yesterday that they're going to get, or no, they learned on Tuesday that they're going to get a racial class in DDO that plays the fiddle. So.
Yeah, and I looked at the fiddle art. It looked pretty cool. Yeah. It looked very familiar as well. We still get the best fiddles, gang.
Alex on Facebook, did we get to Mortar yet? You haven't played Locher in ages. So yes, thank you for stopping by. First off, it's always neat to see people who haven't played in a while check out the live streams here and stop by and say hello. So hello, how you doing, Alex? Yes, we have gotten to Mordor. That happened in 20... God, what do you... I am so out
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, which would have been 2017. Not 2016, because it is currently 2019. Yes. I'm dropping the knowledge bombs. All right. White rabbit is a superstition found in Britain and North America wherein a person says or repeats the words rabbit, rabbits, and or white rabbits aloud upon waking on the first day of the month. It's to help with luck. It's why some used to carry a rabbit's foot. Wow. I'm so glad that you told me that. That is so cool. I love learning these kinds of things.
And then you can go listen to the song, which has absolutely nothing to do with the thing, but it's still cool.
So, Hamonti, are the devs aware that the Scrolls of Empowerment and Starlit Crystals are as you state, major problem and need a quick fix, such as price changes in the skirmish camp? We are planning to, as we've said, we want to do some legendary item work, and perhaps some of that would fall into that scope. But I can't. Are we aware of it? Yeah, I mean, we're aware of most things, right? So we're aware of it. But I can't really say anything more than that at this time. Thurless, I don't actually know the kind of financial, business, commercial, contractual, whatever kinds of concerns led to the data center move. Oh my gosh, why is this thing still updating files? What is going on? I am having problems here today, folks. I'm sorry. I am having a heck of a time getting a Lotro client up and running on this computer. I don't know why I'm having such trouble today. We haven't had a game update in a while.
Yes, we did. We had one this week.
Oh, okay, well that explains it then. Oh, yeah, that was just that was a short one on Tuesday, wasn't it? Yeah. All right, well. Elarissa, I would like to read more about what you mean about trash getting stuck in the walls in the arena of Boss 3 of Anvil of Winterstith. I know that there are a few bugs yet to address there, but I thought that this week's hotfix mostly focused on Boss 1. Boss 3, I think, would probably still need some work done, huh? Since there are 3 bugged whelps, someone else is saying. Okay, well, I'll have to check in with QA on that one, see what's going on. What is the plan with the virtue idea? Oh, hey Gary, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Sev had stated a little bit more about that on the forums this week, so if you've had a chance to see that, it may be worth looking at. I could probably sort of take a look at what he said, however, and pass it along to you. If I can find it.
I dropped it in chat.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right. This design may change drastically. Quote, this design may change drastically. Quote, this design may change drastically. This is not a promise. This is not set in stone. This is a possibility. The virtue points that players can already earn in-game will have a flat cost, say as an example 100 virtue XP. Deeds that used to give out a specific point will now give out, in this example, 100 virtue points. So the rate of gaining points will be the same. In the new virtue UI, there will be an additional slot that you drag a virtue to that will be used to determine which virtue gets the XP. If the virtue is at max value, or if you don't have something slotted, we need to kind of figure out what we're going to do there, whether it goes to, say, the highest virtue that's not at max, or the lowest virtue not at max, or let you choose, and the XP goes to slotted virtues, etc. Nonetheless, you get the general idea. These have not been finalized, and cost to implement may play a role. Anyway, you complete a deed, and the 100 XP goes into the slotted virtue, which coincidentally adds exactly 1 rank. It means you are running a high-level character. It means if you are running a high-level character, we can add quests at endgame or a festival quest, etc., that gives Virtue XP, so you are not forced to go back to older content to progress the system. That's one of the key pieces of feedback we are trying to respond to here. Maybe a substantial quest or deed gives the full 100, while a lighter festival quest will give like maybe 20. Numbers are just kind of placeholder. It gives us a lot of freedom for expanding the system. Points given out in the future may cost more than 100 XP, depending on how we want to give out rewards. While and he even used the word, grind of future points might take longer, you would also be progressing by playing relevant content, while earning loot and XP that is also relevant to your character. So rather than specifically going out to get, deeds completed for those trait points, you can earn this Virtue XP as you are playing the content that you are already playing. Does that answer your question okay? I think I was pretty clear. So
yeah, from my understanding, the basic concept is to take it so instead of doing lobby content to get a specific virtue and having to do that specific thing to get that specific virtue, you're making it so we can use the virtue, do other content and get XP for virtues that we can spend on whichever virtue we want. I like the flexibility of the idea a lot, because God only knows any of us who has Valard a character has to go back and play through half the game before we can start doing stuff at 105 if we want to get our our virtue set the way we want them to be set, blah blah blah, and it's a pain in the rear end.
Yep. I don't know. I just had one of my clients fail out on me. I'm having a problem on this computer getting my client to work. So I may end up actually ending the stream a little bit early, since I have a large downtime to announce and things like that. Anyway, I should probably not worry so much about the stream. Besides, we're doing mostly Q&A here, it looks like, and that seems to be pretty much going. So I'll do this for pretty much as long as it seems relevant and worthwhile doing. I'm going to try one last time to copy over a client, but if it's all slowed down again, then it's just going to take too long. Saying it's going to take 18 minutes, which is clearly not going to help. All right.
No worries. I mean, I'm pretty much, I could just switch to the character I'm going to play for Croatia, and at a moment's notice, just give me a few moments to switch over and it'll be fine.
With the skirmish event, lag increased massively in skirmishes and outside. Will this be seen too? Yes, Herderb. Although I think that is a false equivalency. I don't think the skirmish event is the reason for the lag, but we are aware of the sort of performance issues that have been taking place in recent weeks, and we have been working and will be working to address it. And as I said, there will be a large downtime while we do a data center move and then some optimization work in the coming days and weeks after that. So, all right. Oh, it was with the Tuesday patch. That's why I don't know about it. Because, like I said, Wednesday and Thursday has been all DDO, because it is their big anniversary day. I just have to prioritize sometimes, right? So that's why I wasn't aware of the tier 3 thing. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. So if it's something that since this Tuesday patch, as a matter of fact, I have seen some check-ins. So after I'm done with the stream here, I'm going to check with QA to see if we don't have a hotfix or something in the works for next week. It seems like maybe we do, but I don't want to say that because I don't actually know if that's even true or not. But I have seen some check-ins, and so, like emails. So I bet that's what you're talking about, and I bet that will be fixed in the near future here.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the dev tracker, and anything I see you guys posting, I'll mention the chat. The folks to stick around.
Langerval tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, the Borders of the Wheel to be playing music at the Town Hall. Join us for a dance or sing-along if you know the words. Very cool. Any changes for champion class soon? I would direct you to the Lotro producers letter for the latest on that. We don't have really anything to say in that regard. What we are saying is have an update to the burglar on the way, and we want to continue to work on class balance with updates, bug fixes, and tweaks in 2019. We have plans for Runekeeper and Captain, although our goal for the future is to be able to add small changes to several classes at a time, rather than a large number of changes to a single class, is the official word on classwork. Oh, thanks for the t-shirt comment. Yeah, I'm an old metalhead.
There are several bands, music in our music community who do metal songs. You should probably listen to them sometime.
I've heard some of them, actually. There was the one group that people like stage dive and stuff. I've been to one of their shows before.
Yeah. Well, that happened at Winterstock. I believe, actually, The Hope did Halloween a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I had actually noticed that. They prompted me to go to Spotify and start digging up some old tunes. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. The Wardens will do a lot of metal, but I think tonight you're doing tabletop, because next week you and I are going to be doing some tabletop over on the Signum U channel at 9 o'clock Eastern, 9 p.m. that is.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Next week.
And that'll be on the which channel?
The Signum U channel.
Yeah, Signum U channel. Okay, yeah. And what is that? That's just /Signum U?
Yep, twitch.tv/Signum U.
Someone over on YouTube, Cord, I'm going to jump into this channel every Friday and flame you on your hair until you get a fresh haircut. It's true. I have not had a haircut in...
Your fangirls will cry if you cut your hair, Jerry.
I'm not cutting my hair. Not for a while.
You're an old hippie, dude. And you're not even old. Get off my lawn.
Yeah. I will cut it someday.
Though, you might look like an old metalhead. Professor Corey actually is a metalhead. He does not look like a metalhead. So appearances can be deceiving. I'm trying to actually get Professor Corey to do a learned dissertation on a Guns N' Roses song on one of his streams at some point. It's going to be amazing. He actually listens to Blind Guardian with his kids. And in fact, Blind Guardian has done songs about the Silmarillion, so it's relevant to our interests.
So Elarissa raises a point in Twitch chat that we have heard loud and clear with the feedback from the producers letter. That was part of what I was getting at with my comment. I guess it was last weekend about, yes, we're aware that you want a lot more information about legendary items. So whilst we appreciate there will be an ILI revamp in the works and potentially rolled out by 2020, is there anything you as devs can give us as a band-aid in the meantime to reduce the grind for our legendary items at max level? We are having discussions, and we will see what we can say about legendary items in the future. At this point, I can't make up decisions on behalf of the team, but we have heard you. So is Sheila going to be a big spider or a sexy lady? Come on, we're Lotro.
We got standards, right?
Yeah.
Well, you got standards. So I am actually, I don't know if you can actually say that, because I think one of the concerns that I've heard in the community is the fact that the expansion is centered around Minas Morgul, but Minas Morgul is actually a rather small place. Some of us did notice the Mordor map got a revamp, which is very nice, and filled in like 2/3 of the Mordor map with full color, rather than seeing, okay, this is the questing area in Gorgoroth, whatever, and here's this other area that we can't get to. It seems to imply that when Minas Morgul goes live, that's going to be a thing. Can you shed any light on that at all, Jerry?
Nope.
Dang it!
Sorry.
I tried, chat. I tried.
I loved what you said, but no, unfortunately, I can't say anything about that stuff at this point.
But we do know that Pinion actually said last week in your show in the chat, when I directly asked him, will we be able to throw chickens into the actual Crack of Doom, because we are not able to do so yet. We can get into Mordor just fine. we can go up the side of Order of Druin. We just can't actually get into the Crack of Doom because it was a special instance content during the End of the Ring and going to rescue Frodo and Sam. They let us.
Yeah,
ride
so someone's going to
equals.
have to do that then. So just figure that out and see if that's a possibility.
Well,
so.
Here's the thing. Pinion said in chat that the Careful Chicken might be able to make their way through Imlad Morgul. So that seems to imply that problem is going away.
That does seem to imply that, doesn't it? That does indeed seem to imply that.
So that makes me happy.
Yeah. So, Galadwin, what are the long-term plans for Lotro? Last week, we released a producer's letter, so go to lotro.com. You can just kind of find it in the news feed there. It's like the second bullet point or whatever. And you can get a pretty good sense of the roadmap here for 2019. Yeah, like I say, this is just not going to work out for getting the client working today. So why don't we just do, basically, instead of an hour-long thing, we'll just basically do this half-hour-ish Q&A and call it a show.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, it's just, like I say, it's just not happening. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with the clients here and get it sorted for next week.
Okay, well, I will then go make the VOD for you, and I can just fire up the stream in a moment's notice. I just have to switch which character I'm logged in.
Yep.
And Fivara is asking a question that's actually on my mind. New premium housing ?
I can't announce that here. Are you kidding me?
I have a couple of theories. I have actually somebody mentioned in chat. I can't remember whose stream it was. It wasn't mine. But somebody tossed out a really cool idea, and I'm not asking you to comment one way or the other, but the Vales of Anduin, which we've already announced is going to be the next smaller update between now and Minas Morgul, or the next big update between point A and point B, had the Eothead, the Rohirric people came from the north. And we've been doing other quests in other areas that feature their history. So somebody asked in chat, well, they mentioned last year we're going to get Rohan premium housing. And what about, could it be related to this? And I'm like, ooh, what an idea.
There you go. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. So you're going to be taking over for both Corey's stream, and you're basically taking care of the afternoon here, huh?
Yeah, I'm streaming until 6 or so. Tesla is not, she's out on vacation with her family, so she's not in at 6, but as far as I know, Big Ed Mustafa will be around at 10. And I'm sure we'll find somebody to raid, somebody cool streaming Locho when I'm done for stuff, and we'll see what we can do. So I will be around, and we're going to do some Mythgard stuff. I will be on the Honor Legendary server. So anybody who wants a kin invite to Mythgard, hit me up. I will be on the usual character Kiriana.
I've been leveling up a little bit on Honor lately because I would like to. I don't know if I'm going to keep up with the end game of the Legendary server just because of time reasons, but I want to at least be closer up there. So I've been leveling up a little bit on Honor. So
yeah, you should do that. It's a lot of fun actually leveling. The VIP bonus is active on the Legendary servers. Some folks are concerned they don't want to level too quickly. My Mythgard character over there is like level 13 or something, so I got a lot of work to do.
Nice. So Galadwin, what about the PvP event players are setting up? Any news about that? I'm not sure which PvP event you're talking about. I recall getting a private message about a pretty cool sounding PvP event. They asked if I could, supply a few codes, and I was more than happy to. I can't. That's probably the one you're talking about, but I can't remember what the name of it is right now. So I'm sure it's on the forums. Yeah. Maybe that's the one. I can't remember. I'd have to see who sent the private message again. But that's not being run by me or SSG or anything like that. But it did sound like a pretty cool event. So. All right. Well, thanks very much for watching Court of the Rings. I'll be back next Friday with some actual gameplay along with Q&A and that sort of thing. We should have a whole lot more as we're heading into March. We've got some pretty big announcements happening in Lotro this month. And then, of course, next month is our anniversary here. So we have that to look forward to as well. Thanks very much
And
for
you were
being
going to
here.
kill the PAX East.
Yeah, that's true, too. And I'll probably have PAX East info in the next couple weeks, hopefully, too. So,
It's going to be good to people.
Have fun, everyone. Bye-bye.